Very cool stuff. So right now, we continue to keep a close eye on Nicole, which is down to a tropical storm, sustained winds at 45 miles an hour. It's going to briefly come back over that little notch of the Gulf of Mexico and then move right back into Georgia, South Carolina before just becoming a remnant low. So the storm continues to weaken. And because of that, we're not expecting a tropical storm to come into New England. We're just going to be dealing with the leftovers from the system. And we always talk about, whenever I go on a school visit, we say, well, we got to keep an eye on these, even though they almost never hit us directly. We usually end up getting rain from these storms that come right up the coast. And that's what we've got going on for tomorrow into Saturday morning. So the cold front coming in out of the west is going to kind of scoop this low up. It's going to pass just off to our west, keeping the heaviest rain potentially falling out across western central New York. We could still pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain here in western Mass. We'll also have some gusty wind. The worst of the wind, though, out toward the Cape and Islands where they have advisories up. No advisories for us at this point. We'll see if that changes. And then we go into Saturday afternoon. We're drying out fast. Sunday, chilly with high pressure building in, and that'll bring back some drier conditions for early next week. So there are two systems across the country right now. The first one is actually really powerful. It's out across the northern plains. There's healthy snow on the north side of it, and then a cold front that kind of drapes down toward Oklahoma. Then, of course, we have Nicole, which is still kind of ripping across the southeastern U.S. So as we take a look at the futurecast, we'll start to see these outer rain bands approach New York State by tomorrow morning. For western Mass, we're not expecting any rain to get here until afternoon. So we're talking maybe 2 to 4 p.m. is the start time for the rain. Scattered showers turning to a period of steadier rain through the evening commute. And then things get a little bit spottier as we head into the overnight hours. So we'll have occasional showers, occasional downpours. Last little line comes through early Saturday morning between about 8 and 10 a.m. Could get some strong wind gusts as that passes through, but once it does, we're done with the rain. Total rainfall amounts, it looks like maybe 1 to 2 inches in the hills and then possibly around an inch for the valley. So nothing to lead to widespread massive flooding. It's just going to be some minor street flooding issues, poor drainage area flooding, and that's really all we're talking about. 7 p.m. Friday, the wind is starting to ramp up out of the southeast with some gusts up to 30 or possibly 40 miles an hour, especially once the wind shifts south and southwesterly. That's when we could get our peak gusts, and that'll happen early Saturday morning. Then the wind will shift back to the west and northwest behind our cold front. It stays breezy throughout the day, but it will start drying us out, and we'll keep a bit of a breeze on Sunday. Now, one big change that'll happen is the dew points. I mean, it's going to feel tropical Saturday morning, but by Saturday night, we're back to dry conditions, and then dew points tank early next week. Now, our next weather maker is approaching on Wednesday. It looks like a coastal low we'll have to keep an eye on. Timing is key because we could actually start as a little bit of wet snow. By no means a forecast yet, but it is a possibility that our first snowflakes of the season are on the way for next week. So the 10-day forecast showing a lot of improvement over the weekend. Dry and cold early next week, rainy for Wednesday, dry and chilly to wrap the week up. Chris and Mary?